Hey GTR family, hope you're doing well. 09 to 16 Gen 2 GTR radio owners. Two settings you have to change. A lot of calls about this. Want to explain it super simple to adjust, but I want to show you how to dial in the overall volume as well as how to change the audio settings between the 2009, the 2014, and the 2015 to 2016. 15 and 16 year models send the audio signal over CAN bus. You actually have to turn the amplifier on. It gets a signal from the ECU to turn the amp on. The 09 to 14 doesn't do that. It's all old school traditional wiring. Nissan refreshed the car for 15, and 15 to 24 models all use CAN bus. So I'm going to show you two things that you need to know that you can adjust to really dial in your audio and make it sound exactly like you want. Okay, let's go into it. This radio, fresh out the box, never been in a car. Just set up a little test stand here to show you. So as soon as you get this thing installed, the installation is done. You're gonna go into your settings. Everything is in your settings menu. You're gonna come right here. Just fat fingered that, there you go. Click on settings, okay? You're gonna go into system settings, right there. Setting guide. You're gonna see a toggle that says factory amp on and off. This is an 09 to 14 versus 15 to 16 setting. You can play with it. So basically, no matter what you do in your system parameters, whatever you do, you need to save and reboot, okay? So you're gonna click on factory amp, for example. You wanna turn it on. You're gonna click save and reboot. It'll reboot the system, all right? So play with that setting and dial it in for whatever year model series car that you have. Second thing, this is the number one thing, I'm getting a lot of calls that say, hey man, the volume is like super loud. Even when I'm on level 1, it's blowing me out the car. Well, there's a reason for that. We have a master audio. Let me show you this. You're gonna go into your audio setting right here. You're gonna click on sound gain. Sound gain. This is your overall volume. This allows you to adjust peak loudness. From the factory, we've got it set really high. That's because we want to make sure that the first time you plug in, you know you got sound and you can check your installation, but you're going to want to dial it back. It's a little bit too loud, too aggressive. I would probably set these somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20. For my liking, about 15 sounds good. So I would dial all of these back. You just take your finger, set, leave them around 15, something like that. And as you make these adjustments, depending upon it, see if you're using Bluetooth music, for example, if you're using the radio, as you make this adjustment, it's going to take about 5 to 6 seconds for it to make the adjustment, send the audio to the amplifier, and then adjust the overall volume. So it's not going to be like this in real time. It's going to take a couple seconds. So make your adjustment, take everything down to around 15. That's where I liked it yesterday. And anyway, play with it. And this is your master sound gain volume. There's also a normal volume through the steering wheel or here in the settings, but your overall amplifier peak output, no matter what you do, it'll never get louder than what this setting is right here. So you're gonna wanna adjust this down. Like I said, around 15, 20 made me happy yesterday when I was playing with it. So every single person needs to go in and adjust their sound gain. That's gonna determine, like I said, your peak volume and what sort of level of audio that you want. So make that adjustment, and then the other adjustment again is going into your system guide, and toggling on your factory amp setting as needed depending upon the year model of car that you have. Check those two settings. You're not gonna hurt anything. You can always go right back in and adjust anything again. Not gonna screw anything up, don't worry about that. So check those two settings depending upon the year model car that you have, but every single person is gonna want to adjust their overall sound gain. Enjoy.